Here are the tools that I'll be using for this tutorial. First up is an iPad and Procreate, a printer, sticker paper, and lastly, I'll be using the Silhouette Portrait 4. Let's find some ideas for the stickers. I usually get inspiration from day-to-day life, cute animals, or just browsing through Pinterest. And for this project, I decided on making some capybara stickers. I'll be using Procreate to draw my stickers, and I think it's one of the best apps to start digital drawing if you're a beginner. While I draw and color my capybaras, here are a few tips for using Procreate to make your stickers. The first tip is to draw on a larger canvas than the size of your sticker. This will be useful for when you need to make the sticker smaller so it does not lose quality. However, if you need to make it bigger, quality will be lost because Procreate is a raster-based drawing application that does not use vectors. That's the best way I can explain it, and I definitely learned the hard way. So just start with a larger canvas and you should be good. Second, work with multiple layers to stay organized. I have a layer for my line art, a layer for the base color, and a layer for any shadows, highlights, or extra details I want to add. Now that we have our stickers designed, we're going to need to add a cut line so the machine can detect where to cut. The cut line is typically the white outer border you see on many stickers. You want to create a new layer underneath everything else. As for the color, you can use any color you want for the cut line. The easiest to work with would be white, since that is the same color of the sticker paper you're printing on. Here's what they look like after adding the cut line. Now it's time to export them to our computer so we can get them ready to print. I usually export my stickers as a PNG, and I make sure to deselect any layers that aren't necessary. And the most important to deselect is the background layer. That will ensure we get a nice, clean, transparent background. After exporting the sticker designs to my computer, the next step is to arrange the stickers and make them ready to print. I'll be using Silhouette Studio, and the first thing we need to do is adjust the page settings. On the right panel, we have 3 icons. The first icon should be page setup. I have the machine set to Portrait 4, so be sure to change it if you are using a different machine. Everything else, I'll leave it as is. The next icon is the grid. We can select show grid and also snap to grid. This is just for preference and I just leave it off. The last icon is what we're looking for, which is registration marks. We want to turn on the registration marks so we can tell where the machine will cut and where to place our stickers. The hatched cross gray area is where the machine will not cut. So once we have the registration marks turned on, we'll go down to the position tab and adjust the inset. The inset is this red border, and you want to keep everything contained within this border because anything that crosses it won't be cut. To use as much of the sticker paper as possible, I adjust the inset to the minimum amount, which is 0.394. That will give us more space to work with. Once that is done, we can leave everything else as default, find the files for the stickers you just made, and we can simply drag and drop them into Silhouette Studio. We have all the stickers in our canvas, and now I will adjust the size of each sticker as needed. The typical die-cut sticker size is 3x3, but I am going to make these a little bit smaller, roughly around 2.25 inches. Then I will copy and paste them until I fill up the canvas. I recommend leaving some room in between each sticker so they can be cut and separated with ease. Let's load up the paper in the printer, and for paper, I'm using Online Label Glossy Weatherproof Sticker Paper. I think the finish is nice and the paper is pretty durable. I will print from Silhouette Studio and then use my own printer settings. This next step is optional, but I want to laminate my stickers with this shiny holographic laminate paper. So I need to cut the laminate in the spots where it covers the registration marks. This is because the laminate will be too shiny for the cutting machine to read the registration marks. I line the laminate paper against my sticker sheet, and I'm going to cut the corners of the laminate paper as needed. After that, I began to peel the laminate to stick on the sticker sheet, starting with the corner. I find this to be the best spot to work with. Start with a small corner, fold down the paper side, then you can work slowly outward, also pressing outward to get rid of any air bubbles. After laminating the sticker sheet, we can now place it onto the cutting mat. We want to line it up according to how it is shown in Silhouette Studio and where the registration mark is facing. So there's a little tab right here with the arrow on the Silhouette Portrait 4. And you can see it right here. That is where you want to line up your mat against the edge, not on top of it, but against the edge. You want to click the up arrow. We are almost done. The next step is to send our file to the machine to cut. Go to the top right corner and click on the Send tab. This will show you how to lay your sticker paper on the mat, which way it should face, and where the registration mark side of the paper should be placed. Now on this section here, we'll go to lines because we're cutting based on the outline we made for our stickers. We can now see a selection for the type of material we're cutting with and the blade settings. The color of the cut line here should match the outline shown on the stickers. Mine is set to orange, and I see the stickers are also outlined with orange. I already have my settings from previous cuts, but there should be presets available to choose from. Settings may differ depending on how dull your blade is, the stickiness of the cutting mat, the type of paper you're using, and so on. My settings are based on trial and error, and since I'm using laminate on top of my sticker paper, I have these settings to have 2 passes, which means it will cut twice over the same line. Once that is all figured out, we'll click send. Here is the final result. The cut line looks good and it seemed to have cut through properly. I tried to peel the outer paper off slowly, and there might be a few snags here and there, but that's probably because my mat is not as sticky. But once I remove the outer paper, I flip the mat over and peel off the stickers. Flipping the mat over can help prevent curling. Here's the final look. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Please feel free to comment any questions that I could help you with, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.